strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off the play fake, Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brady now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Mark Andrews, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score Lions 7, Cowboys nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. It'll be a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game?
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Chris Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing. Prescott. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jonathan Taylor.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Lions 14, Cowboys nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive. Because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First carry now for Isaiah Spiller.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On 2nd and 10, Prescott.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A gain there of 21 yards.
That's another Cowboys. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Cowboys nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 28 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Extra point safely through. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Brady. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a play fake. Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Brady.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Here's Taylor again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick here is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
2nd and 14.
Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Prescott to throw this time. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, 28 yards.
And the Cowboys are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. On the move past the 40.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Brady now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Cowboys 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Hey, 47! We're going to 52.
A first down throw for Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Hey, kill!
Final play of the half. Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And some room to roam now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action. Now it's Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Jacket reload!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say,
they're trying for Reagor, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Derek Barnes gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Prescott to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Wait, set.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons
In there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
To throw, it's Brady. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
Wait, set.
They'll go for it. It's Brady.
yet again targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. He'll get it inside the 20, and he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That'll be caught. Reagor with it.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jalen Reagor.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Taylor. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Now a play fake. Brady. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
A give for Taylor running right side.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. On play action. Now Brady. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jonathan Taylor
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. first play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Derek Barnes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach has plenty to say about this game.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And some room to work. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Tony Pollard with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Marquise Bell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Brady. Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Back to throw, Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
To throw, Prescott.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
47. Kill.
Now Dak.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Derek Barnes
in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The city always a little extra